You said that Zerbi could be the next Man City manager. Is that true? And do you think would you like him to take your job whenever it is you end up leaving?
Do you want to sack me? Already?
In 2 years' time.
In 2 years' time. Okay. I don't remember that. Maybe I have bad memory, but I'm pretty sure Roberto can train in any team around the world. So I don't have any doubt. But I don't remember saying that to the players, to the managers. I remember what I said for the first game he arrived here, was appointed Roberto 1 or 2 games. And I know talk with some players of them and about, sustain this manager. But I don't remember honestly saying that. And what I can say, he can train Brighton and all the teams around the world.
And when you do end up leaving, would you like to have a say in who is your successor?
No.
No say.
It's not my business. Yeah. Except my chairman asks me my opinion, I give my opinion, but it's not my business.
Hi, Pat. I was just going to ask you about Kevin De Bruyne and his recovery. Touch wood, it's all going well. Is he a good patient, or is he sort of frustrated and wants to get out there again? And I know he's doing has done his coaching badges. I wonder whether he's having any input at all in first team actions while he's been injured.
Of course he's frustrated because he want to play, he want to be fit, he don't want to get injured. So yeah, absolutely. But the process is going well. I don't know the update when they asked me about Kevin, but the previous update I got, so it's going well. But it still is in the timing, the surgery after surgery, dictate. But it's going well. It's not backwards about his process. And question of time.
Is he involved in the first team group?
It's coming every day, but it's in different timings. Because when the team is there, the officials and everyone needs the team. It's different before and after. And I see him sometimes, and sometimes he's with the players. But it's going well. Question of time.
Hi, Pep. Just back to what Rich was saying. Why wouldn't you want to sort of have a say in who the next manager is?
Because I'm not a sport director. I'm not a responsibility to say something and nothing is going well or wrong. So, especially wrong. So it's not my. If I have friends here, beyond me, ask me a question, I can say the question. I would like to say, okay, if we put 10, I don't know how many years with this, for this idea, the way you play for the academy, and I would say continue with this idea. So every manager has the real details, but the terms of the type of players we wanted or the way we want to plant it, I would say, keep going with that. So, but I don't take decisions, that, because I'm a manager. No. At the moment I want to be a sport director, I would take the decision.
Does someone like Roberto De Zerbi show that City don't have to be looking at a manager at a top club necessarily if they've got the right ideals?
Absolutely.
For what's here?
Absolutely. There are I appointed Barcelona first team coming from 4th division. I didn't have any experience at top level. So that is a myth. So that is you have to be in the top clubs to be manager for the top clubs. No. Had to be idea of the club, sport director follow this idea, hire the manager for this idea, and buy the players as much as possible for this idea. When that's happened, it's going well. But when some of these 4 ideas is not going in the same position, now you are in trouble. This Man City have done. I think Liverpool has done since Jurgen is there for many years. So winning titles and being in the same process, in the same idea. When that's happened, you can win, lose, but always you are a stable club. You not depend for that. This is my advice I would give to the club. But
Pep, we know you like to work with a small squad. You always explain why that is. I just wondered, this year there are so many injuries, not just you. All the Premier League teams seem to have a long injury list because of last year's World Cup. You've got to go to Saudi Arabia, more and more games. Do you think you'll have to rethink your philosophy going forward? And you think you'll be happy to stay with a small squad, even with suspensions and injuries?
Yeah, I would like to have an academy, the players like you can rely on. That's why always I have the feeling we had the smaller squads, the academy has to be not for 18 players academy, but 3, 4, 5 players, like in each position, be a good player. But what happens if you don't have injuries? You have 30 players. How you handle that? If you tell me, listen, you started the season, you'll have 10 injuries, like Kevin. I would say, yeah, I want 30 players. But what happens is no injuries. That's why we have a good physios, a good doctors, a good nutritionist, a good everything to try to avoid it as much as possible. But what happened? It's impossible. Even financially for the club. You know, I cannot handle it. The sadness for the players for a long time because they don't play 1 minute. I cannot. There are managers, I don't care. I want to have 7 strikers and I don't care because I want to score goals. Whatever, decision you make, it's fine. I don't. I live with myself, and with myself I want to be fine when I work with the players. If you don't have injuries, it's unsustainable from my point of view. Financially for the clubs, more salaries, pay a lot, but the players don't play maybe 5-10 games in a game. So try to have less players. Okay, unfortunately, that's okay. We're going to survive for that. But after these 30 players, you want to sell it next season because they don't play. They came the agents again to you, and I said, I want to sell, but they don't play. Okay, sell it. He's going to pay. You have to reduce the budget, with the transfer. So I don't think so. Less is more. I think so in those positions.
And I just wondered, do you and your sports scientists, do you think the injuries you've had and maybe the injuries around the Premier League, do you think that's a direct result of the World Cup and last season stretching so long?
It's the result of 65, 70 players, games, a season with the 2 weeks and a half, 3 weeks holidays. This is the reason.
Hiya, Pep. Just going back to De Zerbi, is there watching
I have to be his manager, his agent.
When you've studied him, what have you picked out that maybe you might borrow yourself? Because you're obviously adapting.
His players always are in the perfect body shape position to get the ball. The stupid thing I said, but it's one of the key points they have. Everyone in his position and move in the right moment, right tempo. Football is not you have to move. No, it's when. And they are ready in its body shape in the perfect position to do it. And after they read perfectly, it depends on the movements. What I said before, the opponents are going to take it. And it's really, really good.
You said it was a boring answer. This might be a boring question. Is that something that you train individually with players, or is that a tactical shape sort of thing with the body shape?
Well, in Barcelona, we work a lot in the academy in the terms about your body shape and body position. So in Barcelona, I learn a lot about the terms, but there are many, a lot of managers that I learn a lot watching them. One of Roberto, for sure. When I see his teams, I like this, I like that. So they make it, when the keeper has the ball, they play with 11 players with Roberto, and we try to do with 11 players. They make the big beach so big. It's 80 meters. The distance between the strikers or wingers, between the keeper, is like this. It's not like this, like this. So to defend that when it's so big is difficult. And after they make a good patterns to avoid it. So that's why they have success. It's not because I'm friend from Roberto. I consider it. I have a good relation. My friend is maybe it's a big word because we don't see each other much, but sometimes we talk. But I think I have a good relation with him. Is the fact that because they have success, not because he's my friend. It's because they do really, really good things, and that's why they are able to do. That's why it's a big challenge for us, and we're going to try.
Just on the recent form, obviously it's a first difficult spell of results for a long time. What did the international break come at a good time for the squad, and what gives you the confidence that you're going to be able to get out of it?
Yeah, it's what it is. So sometimes we have done many good runs of games, and after international break, I said, now it's not good to stop. We should be breaking. Now it's completely the opposite because we lost 2 games in a row in a Premier League for a long time. So it's the challenge that I'd said many times. So the exception is the opposite. When you are since 2000, I don't know how many years, just the first time losing 2 games in a row. This is the incredible compliment to the team. What happened 2 games in a row, I would say sometimes it's normal. But at the same time, you have to admit that we have to break it quickly, because in the Premier League you sleep a little bit, you take some naps after lunch. The opponent fly. So it'll be difficult to catch them. But in the other side, we have to play 90 points. 9-0 left. How many things is going to happen in this season in the Premier League? How many? Not even myself know it. So always I learn this is Premier League never end, never. Looks like I finish. Still, we have a lot of games to play, difficult opponents to face. Whatever you play is so tough. Every season is tougher. And we need to accept, understand that the challenge is bigger than ever. And you have to have the humble enough, like I think we are, to accept that the others are better and we have to improve. And you have to, try to come back and try to win games as quick as possible, playing good to be a contenders to win the Premier League.
Last one with Dominic, please, guys.
You spoke about Calvin Phillips before. Obviously, he's with you till the winter. You said in the past that you wouldn't stand in the way of players if they want to go. If he said in January that you wanted to go, would that conversation
I never changed. I said a few months ago, a week ago, transfer window, never again. But after that, there have to be agreement with the club. My opinion is my opinion, but it's not the opinion of the club. It's my opinion, but it's not the opinion of the club. The club is the last word, it belongs to them. And if you decide don't do it, don't do it. If the agreement is not done, it's not done. And we'll stay. At the end, is a player here. He behaving incredible. He's one of the most generous players I ever seen. I ever trained. Honestly, I don't want to make a compliment when players don't play much with me. I'm not talking about that. Another one will be create maybe a problems in the locker room. Maybe to me, it's completely the opposite. So I won't. When every time I go to the national team with Gareth, I'm the happiest man in the world. When he plays, it's a benefit for me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm completely wrong. So, but just I want to be honest with my feelings, and of course he's here. Tomorrow we'll be ready. We need him, and keep going. So.
You feel like there's still a big role for him to play?
Sorry?
You feel like there's still a big role for him to play for you?
Yeah, he's here. Until he's here, every player have a role for me. One's more than the other one. Guys, we are not stupid. When I see lineups the last month or years, he knows the players are relying more than the other ones. But the other ones, for me, how we treat them, because I treat them the same, but there are competitions between them. A player play a good season last season, this season can be dropped. Another player can play in his position and playing good. Many things, because it's a challenge. Every day, football, sport is a challenge. And the memories we have is amazing, will remain forever, but we are here. The challenge has to be, is go for it.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, guys.